Alrighty, welcome back, fellas. So with the 10th anniversary coming soon, we're getting a lot of cool gifts, including new red dragon stones right down here. So today, I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about what you can get with these stones, how you should consider using them, and why you probably should also consider waiting until the end of the anniversary itself before using these limited resources. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below your thoughts. Now let's go ahead and get into this. Now, a few days ago, all of you probably got 3 red dragon stones in your gift box. You probably picked them up, so congratulations. But now you may be wondering, where can I find them and how do I use them? So to do so, in case you guys are not familiar, you go to the Baba shop right down here, pick the 3rd tab, and bam, right here, easy as pie, this is your redstone shop. You see right here, these are where my 3 red dragon stones have gone. Now, with the anniversary coming very soon, this shop has been updated so massively. Right now, there are 101 characters in this shop. All of them are Dokkan Fest TURs or, Dokkan Fest LRs or Yellow Coin LRs. And as you may notice, they go up to the 5th anniversary. So this is insanely huge. And obviously, because of all these choices, you may feel a bit overwhelmed in terms of who you can pick. And especially as a new player, you may be considering just picking the characters who you think are cool, who are your favorites, who you think will be pretty powerful, and you just want to go ahead and do that. And I understand the reasoning. I actually enjoy the reasoning myself. But at the same time, I encourage you guys to pump the brakes, to collect your thoughts and think about the situation, because these are limited resources. Obviously, you want to make the best bang for your buck, and some units are naturally a lot better than others. Now, with that in mind, how would I recommend you guys pick these units? That depends on a couple of different options. So for me, for example, I have a lot of these units already in my account. So instead, I could probably use my stones to pick up characters that I do not possess. So like, for example, I do not have the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the 4th year anniversary. I could go ahead and pick him up. I could go ahead and pick up some other characters. Like, for example, I do not have AGL Turles, so I can pick up characters like him. Now, that's one way of approaching things, is to pick up characters you do not have. Obviously, with the 3 stones, you can pick up 3 copies in total, whether that's, 3 copies of one individual unit or 1 copy of 3 distinct units. So, you can do something with your stones like that. For me, I probably will do something like picking up characters I do not have, but also at the same time, that's not the only way that you have to approach things. For example, you can also approach picking up characters who will make the best value for your teams as a newer player. So, for an example, although this is not my personal preference, the AGL Super Saiyan Transforming Goku is an all-types, superclass leader with 120% tuned stats. So that means he can cover a lot of different units who are superclass. That means you can build a lot of interesting, wacky teams that may be the thing you have to do, because as a newer player, you may not have the best pieces coming together. So, characters like Super Saiyan Goku with those nice kind of leader skills, you may want to consider going after them based on what they have to offer with the leader skill alone. However, like I said earlier, I would not recommend Goku, because Goku is still an older character in terms of his personal kit. So he has aged a bit. Even though his leader skill is nice, he's not exactly the best character to trust on your teams in the first place. Now, beyond that, you can pick some of the meta characters, right? You can pick characters that you've been hearing a lot of people talk about. So, for example, that could bring us to Super EZAs, and one such EZA, or one Super EZA, I should say, that a lot of people recommend is Tech Beerus, and that's for a good reason, because right now, Tech Beerus is the best Super EZA on the planet Earth. So, he fits onto some really powerful teams like Movie Bosses and Realm of Gods. If you want a powerful Super EZA, Tech Beerus is your guy. But also, you can pick other Super EZAs. You can pick in Gohan, Full Power Frieza. You can pick AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Kid Buu, others, STR Broly right here. Or, one idea in that kind of line of thought is you can try to be a bit predicting in your approach. So, for example, with the 10th anniversary, we're getting a lot of cool characters. A couple of characters that we are expecting to get Super EZAs include Super Gogeta and or Super Janemba. Now, there is no official confirmation of this just quite yet. We don't know what their kits would look like as Super EZAs, but a lot of people, myself included, are anticipating that they will get Super EZAs. And because of that, until we get confirmation that they will happen, a lot of us are waiting to use our stones to see what they are capable of. Maybe we'll want to go ahead and get dupes of them, or maybe some of us, like newer players, maybe we don't have copies of these characters, so maybe you'll want to use your red dragon stones to pick up a copy of them once you see what their Super EZA can do in the game. So this is one of those reasons why I recommend that you guys kind of wait until the end of the anniversary to really see where the meta has changed, what characters are really good, what characters are bad, and to make your choices from there to, again, make the best bang for your buck. Besides them, though, there are other great characters. So, for example, the Broly Trio, they got their EZA, I believe, all the way back during the 9th anniversary. So, they're still a really good character. 7 orbs, they get guaranteed dodge within a turn. So, they can do a lot of work in the right positions with the right orbs and everything. LR Tech Broly, this character with his EZA, he is one of, if not the best damage dealers in the game. He fits onto one of the better teams as well with Movie Bosses. So, characters like them, they are fantastic choices. And also, something to consider are the banners for the 10th anniversary itself. itself. Now, we don't know exactly what they're going to look like. We don't know what the new anniversary characters are going to be capable of, but what we do know are some of the old favorites are going to be returning to the 10th anniversary banner. So, for example, that's going to be including, the 9th anniversary characters like Beast Gohan, 9th anniversary Dragon Ball Super Broly, for example, 9th anniversary Gogeta Blue, the Gammas. Also, what we know are the Worldwide Celebration characters that came out a few months ago will be returning into the 10th anniversary. And if you guys remember, that was focused on Broly. So that gave us Carnival LR Broly, Dokkan Fest in Broly. So, for example, if you pull those types of characters in the anniversary banners itself, then maybe you want to consider getting a character like Tech Broly because he fits onto that movie boss's team with the other Brolys. You'll make yourself a very powerful team with Broly as a part of it. So, those are the things to consider. There are a lot of characters here that may be enticing, but you also want to be careful because some of them are kind of bait in my opinion. Like, for example, this Trunks right here, he is the Trunks, of course, you see right here when he killed Mecha Frieza, and honestly, he is not that good right now. A lot of people are waiting for his Super EZA, but for the time being, he's not a great option to pick for in my opinion, so I strongly recommend you guys steer away from him. But there are characters like him where they seem cool, they seem badass, but they're just not that good. They're not that good quite yet. So you really want to kind of pause, take a moment, think about who you want to go after, because there are some really good characters in this list, but they're kind of like diamonds in the rough. You kind of have to sift through to see who they are. Another character that I would kind of recommend to some people, although not that highly, is this Int LR Super Saiyan God Goku, and the reason why is because of his leader skill. We talked about leader skills with the HL transforming Goku, but he was a unit who wasn't that great individually. Super Saiyan God Goku, on the other hand, he still has a decent leader skill, 130% to lead. This is without the EZA, of course, but with the with the EZA, his lead will be better, and he leads Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, so obviously, that's kind of like the name of the game for a lot of cool characters that a lot of people like Gohan, like Goku, Vegeta, so Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans right there. And also, with his kit, once he gets an EZA, he can do a decent job surviving through dodging and everything for the first few turns, so maybe he's a character you want to consider, although again, you really got to make the best choices for yourselves, and that is, again, why I recommend you guys wait until the end of the anniversary to see where the meta changes. How do things evolve? What characters do you or don't you have by the end of the anniversary that can dictate how you may want to approach using your 3 Red Dragon Stones to make the best value for yourself, because again, there are so many great characters. A lot of the characters, for example, are still waiting Super EZAs, like Super Vegito, like the physical Broly right here. So there are different ways you can kind of approach this, even if you want, you could go ahead and pick up, anniversary characters like the Gogeta and Vegeta Blue just because you like them so much. You can go ahead and pick, for example, the Super Saiyan 2s right here with Goku and Vegeta because they just got their EZAs. So there are so many options. You can hear it in my voice. There are so many ways that you can just kind of approach this that, honestly, even for me, I cannot describe to you how many different approaches you can pick. But really, again, you have to make the best choice for yourself. And hopefully with this vid, I was able to give you guys some insight onto the different avenues that you can approach as we go into the 10th anniversary with these stones at hand. So that's where we're going to go ahead and end the vid. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below your thoughts and what you want to do with your Red Dragon Stones. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.